Jaya Shri Krishna, Jaya Shri Ramachandra, Jaya Shri Lakshmi Nrisimha. Today we are going to discuss about a very special and informative topic about the geo-energetics of certain very powerful countries in Asia, especially China and Russia, and the changes that have happened to India over the past one century. What has happened to India's Vastu that it has changed so drastically from a very powerful country to a very weak country afterwards. Also, our economy also plays a very big role in it because our economy has been destroyed by the Western system of economy that keep taking debt and keep using money and no control on using money. That's also one of the factors that has spoiled our economy. But we're going to discuss about the Vastu aspect of our countries also. Starting with China and how China has become a superpower is the first point that we can just look at it. Moment we see from the satellite view is that we see that there's a very powerful height in the southwestern corner of the country. Also, there's a height in the southern southwest of the country, and the rest of the country is completely low. Even the north is a little bit high, which is a bad feature, but the rest of the country is low. China also has an extension towards the northeast, if we can see it clearly. It's a complete extension towards the northeast. Just like we had talked about the United States in the previous video that I had made, where it also has an extension towards the northeast. So this is also a very special feature of the extension, and water towards the northeast. If we see that in China, we can also see the same thing. It's water towards the northeast. Here is the United States and here is China. It's all the same. Water towards the northeast and the north and the east, not the north. And Russia, if we see Russia, it also has some of the same features. Extension towards the northeast, water towards the north and the east, and a shape that has an extension from the east to west. It's somewhat like a rectangle. That would be very funny if we call this shape a rectangle, but still it has a good amount of Earth's energy due to this combination of water, earth, and all the different parts of nature. We'll see some of the problems in China also. It's not just a prosperous country, it has a lot of bad points also. It is a very much overpopulated country with a lot of troubles also. So we're going to explain why that is happening. The corners are rounded in China. Most of the corners are just rounded, and this is not a good feature. This creates problems between people and the government, which is very common in China, and that is one very important issue. And spirituality is absolutely nil in China because of various different aspects like the rounded corners, etc. In the same way, we can see that the prosperity quotient is really high because of the water in the east, etc. We're also having the extension towards the northeast. And let's see India and why this beautiful country of ours has today fallen to a very low standard compared to what it was in the past. Even today, comparing it to other countries, it is really great even after facing 1,000 years of total torture by various foreign invaders. But even today it stands as our Bharat, our great ancient country, which is the cradle of human civilization. But let's see why it has slowed down in its progress and fallen also. First, let's see. According to me, the unity of the Indian provinces is one major issue. Each one of the Indian provinces had a unique Vastu, but when it was all joined together, the Vastu troubles have cropped up. And one good feature about India is that the whole country extends towards the northeast, and water is plenty towards the east and the west and the south. The north is covered up, and that's why we have continuous torture from all the countries at the north. Because the Himalayas, we are being protected, but still the slope towards the south and the height in the north is a bad feature. And for the rest of the India, if each one of the provinces was separate, the trouble of the Vastu would have been lesser. But since the provinces have been joined together, I feel that's one major issue. And secondly, our northwest has been cut off completely. Our northeast also has been cut off. These were all original parts of India. In fact, the whole world extending till China and even the even the Arabian areas and even parts of the European areas were under one huge supercontinent of India. And this was the past, but that glorious past of us has now come down due to the effect of Kali Yuga and the geo-energetics of the area. So we're also going to see the power of Vastu in various other areas in this series, where we shall explain the concept of Vishwam Vastumayam, that is, that the whole world is encompassed by the Vastu Purusha. That's the meaning of this Sanskrit concept, this Vedic concept. And here is the United States. It also has the same Vastu, very good Vastu, with heights in the southwest and a slope towards the east, and that's why its eastern coast is really strong. We're going to see the capital of China also, and guess where it is in the whole country? It's near the east coast. This is also one of the richest countries of the world and the richest cities of the world too. This is Beijing. So we can see that Beijing also has mountains towards its west. This is also a very this combination is a powerful combination for the capital city of China. And since the capital was Beijing, it has been powerful. If the capital was a little bit different and having a bad Vastu, the capital determines the power of the nation. If the capital is strong, the nation is strong. If the whole nation is very beautiful, but a capital is just a problematic situation, then it's going to be an issue. So maybe in our future videos, we'll be able to discuss about other capitals, and looking at our different research topics, we can also check out the capitals of each one of the countries that we are discussing about. Moscow is in the northwest of Russia, as we saw now, and Delhi in somewhere around the central north of India. But Delhi is not a very good capital for India. If India has to prosper, a better capital should have been chosen, which we shall do some research on and bring about the results. So hope you found my video informative. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrsimha.